Yo guys, what's going on, and welcome to the 5th episode of the West Ham United career mode in FIFA 18. Trying to get these out as frequently as possible right now. As you can see, in this game we are starting off with Bournemouth at home in the Carabao Cup, and we'll be playing Tottenham and Swansea as well in this episode. And next episode, it's quite easy to play the 3 games in the month, you know. But yes, Carabao Cup, obviously the last game we played, last episode we switched up to Legendary. Now something I want to ask is, I would show you here, but I can't. If you guys want me to keep handballs on, it's something that's gave me a few penalties last episode. So if you do want me to take handballs off, I will. But if you want me to leave them on, give it a bit more of a realistic feel, I can. Last episode we pretty much smashed it out, I think. But this is our lineup for the Carabao Cup fixture. Pretty weak lineup to go in against Bournemouth. I probably should play a few more starter players, maybe Winston Reid or Malang Sarr. We'll play your boy Malang Sarr for this instead of Declan. Maybe we'll keep. Yes, that's how we'll line up for this game. But we've got Evra making his debut for the club. We've also got Jordan Hugill playing his second game for us. I don't have another striker option, so. And Ryan Sessegnon is making his debut for the team. Ryan Kemp. Oh, it's Dan Kemp, isn't it? It's Dan Kemp. Dan Kemp is playing in there as well. So a pretty weak lineup, but I think we could probably just about get through the game. I will get the highlights up for you towards the end because it seems to be a quicker method of doing it that way and get a lot more games in with the same time limit or the same time of the match. Obviously, as you can see, top scorer is in the thing. We've only scored 1 goal in the thing, and obviously Idrissa Silla is the top scorer for Queen's Park Rangers in the Carabao Cup. So he's joint top with Horgan and Grot, as you can see there. So yeah, I'll get to you when we're loading into the game. And we are now loading into the game. We can obviously start it now, but I just want to sort of show you. We've not seen London Stadium much this season so far because of the away game fixtures, and obviously we simmed the game right at the start. So yeah, obviously it's Martin Tyler and Alan Smith commentating again. Adrian back in the goal for the cup. I do wish they did what Pez do with these, and they give different badges for different cup competitions. I just think if you've got the licensing to display the cup and that, it surely isn't that difficult to change the badge on the kit every now and then, you know. But anyway, other than that, as you see there, Ryan Sessegnon making his debut. I've used Ryan Sessegnon a fair bit on, just a little bit on FIFA. Obviously I have his player of the year card, so yeah, I've been using that. It's quite good. We're gonna see how Jordan Hugill plays because I've not touched him on FIFA. He's really one of those strikers that I think could probably cause a few problems, but we're probably relying on Sessegnon or Kemp to get the ball into him. But I will speak to you when the highlights are coming up. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit, guys. As you can see, we have lost 2-1 and I'm fuming because I was just denied every opportunity when I went up front. Absolutely every time. The second goal they scored was absolute AIDS, so they opened the scoring. Pretty poor defending, I'll accept that, but still, why was he given so much time without any markers whatsoever? And then they just proceeded to dominate me, because that's how FIFA works on FIFA. This is how FIFA works. Couldn't clear the ball there. And Duran probably kept me in the game, but also probably lost me the game as well. Could have caught that. Joshua King had a chance. Yeah, you'll notice that all the highlights are Bournemouth highlights because I genuinely had nothing the entire game. I thought Jordan Hugill was awful. Apart from playing that assist, he was awful. Good goal from Chiarte. And then literally straight up the pitch, I lost the ball, gave a free kick away. He hits it onto the bar, and I can't win a header. Of course I can't win a header, and it goes into the back of the net. It comes off the bar straight to Josh King. What am I meant to do? And then they just missed every shot after that. But like, I was given the counter attack in literally the last minute, and it was taken away from me instantly. So, Adrian, that was my fault. But Declan Rice, why was he walking away like nothing? So pretty much, we're out the cup because I wasn't given any opportunities to score any goals. Man of the match, probably Chiarte, Cullen, Adrian, and I don't know, Fernandez, because that was a truly awful game. I don't know why it was so easy when I was playing it in the last episode, but this episode it's decided to be absolutely horrendously difficult. They're actually playing like legendary now, apparently.
Southampton won 4-3 on penalties. Oxford United.
Yeah, cheers for losing.
United 1. Tottenham Hotspur 2.
Oh, now we've got to play Tottenham. I don't want to manage Czech Republic. Sorry. Oh, fucking! I know you do a better job than just fucking selecting the team. Seem to go into this game. Can't be arsed. Like, that game was literally just so infuriatingly difficult for no reason. Obiang comes back in. Masuaku comes in. Reed. Zabaleta. Arguably, I could have played a stronger team, but oh well. Take risks. So that's the team that I'm going to be playing for the Tottenham game. Which, knowing my luck now, I'm probably going to lose. So I'll see you when we're
in the air here. It's got all the ingredients, hasn't it? And it's our main feature today on EA TV.
It is tension building atmosphere at London Stadium. Probably should have selected a different captain, but oh well. We'll give João Mario the captain's armband for this game. I'm just cannot get over that Bournemouth game, man. The weirdest goal to concede as well. It has this problem on FIFA 18 with it. Every time it cannons off of like the post or the bar, it falls back out to the opposition that's just hit the woodwork with an open goal because the keeper has made a save or attempted to make a save that he was never going to reach. So yeah, oh, now we've got to play against Son, Kane and Ericsson and Ali. Yay! Right, we'll see how it goes though. Hopefully we can do a bit better than the Bournemouth game. So I'll see you when the highlights are coming up. And we've been held by Tottenham Hotspur 2-2 in a game I should have won. Again, I've come out of the game fuming because I've not got the result that was actually deserved. It was pretty even according to the stats, but you just wait until you see. So basically, Tottenham had a few half chances every now and then from just poor stuff from me. I'm going to blame some of it on the game as well though. But Tottenham scored, but it was offside, and it was very close. It was a very close decision. I think it was just offside, and believe me, the goal that if they'd have scored that and it would have counted, it would have been so undeserved because I was on top of the game. Lloris made a really good save here because apparently Vertonghen's got more pace than Hernandez. And could catch up just because. I then took the lead with a really good ball from Antonio to find Hernandez. So I put it home past Hugo Lloris. Really good goal. Then literally because they gave them an equaliser. Poor defensive marking from Masuaku. Why was Son given so much space? I then scored again to make it 2-1. Another good little pass to Aurier, who was a pain in my backside the entire game. And Lanzini, I thought I'd won it. at this point. 15 minutes to go. 2-1 up.
Almost as if they drew them.
Then Hugo Lloris made a really good save. Could have
And now to Rich.
made it 3-1. But Lloris was equal to the header. And I just want you to look at the time. 90 minutes, yeah? Look how easy this goal actually is, though.
Corner played
So it's
into
whipped
the
in. I can't do anything about that.
Now the shot.
Why has my keeper palmed it straight
Spurs have scored
there?
here.
Well, the keeper quite
It
rightly
was so
trusting
undeserved
his
as well.
defenders 'cause they've just
Like,
not helped him out
the
there.
most undeserved goal I've ever conceded on this game. Like, both the two goals that have either lost or drawn me matches on this in this games today have been of utter shit quality. They're just not good. Anyway, the man of the matches, I'd go Lanzini, Hernandez, Antonio, and probably Winston Reid. Yeah. Speaking of Winston Reid, you may see that he was a substitute. That was not intended. Now,
Burnley 3.
no, I didn't just accidentally press the
Everton 3.
quick sub option.
Leicester
He's
City
injured
1,
and will be
Liverpool
out
1,
for 7
Manchester
months.
City 1, Crystal Palace
Why?
0.
So I get all these
Southampton
injuries to all my
1,
centre backs.
United 1,
Jadon Sancho,
Stoke City
as a
1,
player I've been
Chelsea
trying to scout.
2,
Looks quite good
Swansea
actually.
City
Might have to
0,
give a,
Watford 1,
yeah, cheers.
West
Cheers,
Ham
you drew me a
United
game
2,
that we should have
Tottenham
won
Hotspur
quite easily,
2.
to be completely
Let's
honest.
have a look at what those results mean for tonight's league.
So literally our only
At
other
the top
set
of the table remain
until
West Ham
Ogbonna's back
United
from
with
injury.
16 points. In
We
second,
have
Leicester City
Declan
with
Rice.
14 points. In third,
I would like to know
Manchester
when.
City with 11
So
points.
7 months. Yep.
In fourth,
Could always
Watford
recall Reece
with
Oxford
11
or Reece
points.
Burke.
In fifth, Everton with
Now,
10 points. In
He's got
sixth,
7
Bournemouth
weeks left
with
of his
10
injury,
points. In seventh,
and
Tottenham Hotspur with
literally
10
no
points.
one else can fill the
In eighth,
void,
Stoke
and we're
City
not in the
with
transfer
10
window.
points. Bottom of the table, Swansea
Nice.
City with no points.
Really good
Then
that.
leading up the table, second
Why is he
bottom,
out for?
Brighton
Why did he
with
have to get a
12
7-month injury?
Third
Out of all the
bottom,
long,
West
out of all the
Bromwich Albion with
injuries
3
that he could have
points.
got,
Fourth bottom,
he
Arsenal
like
with
ruptured
4
his
points.
ligaments and got a 7-month.
Fifth bottom, Manchester United with 4 points.
Brilliant. How is Winston Reid still going to fucking New Zealand? How is Winston Reid still going to New Zealand when he's fully injured? I have no other centre backs other than. I mean, I could play Chiarte there. I mean, it would work. So that's what we're gonna do. Play Chiarte there. Honestly, yeah, that game is literally just was so infuriating to play when you can see goals in the 90th minute like that. Makes me want to tear my eyes out because it's just such an infuriating time to concede a goal. But anyway, moving on, we've got Swansea at home. So third and final game from this episode will be Swansea at home, and yeah, I'll see you when we're loading into the game.
He's scored already this season. He's already the top scorer in the league. What a match. And it's live.
Well, we will see if Marko Arnautovic can add to the goals he's scored this season. This episode's been a little bit more difficult. I don't know why when we played West Brom on Legendary it was so easy, but when we played Bournemouth and Tottenham it's been incredibly difficult, and we've conceded some of the worst goals we have ever seen. But I will see you basically when we're at the highlights stage of the match, so I'll see you then. And at the end of the Swansea game we have picked up a 3-0 win to go ahead and take a bigger stride at the top of the table. As you can see, a pretty even game, but we were the dominant force. We took our chances a lot better than they did. As you can see, the first goal coming from Manuel Lanzini, a good little pass from Hernandez again. Lanzini finishes it like he always does, bottom corner, and we took the lead. I think we probably could have done a lot better. I scored a lot more, but as you can see, Andre coming back to the London Stadium missed a really good chance for Swansea. Leroy Fer then decided he'd had enough and wanted to hit the bar, and I was fortunate enough that on this occasion that it came off the underside of the bar and fell to a Swansea player. It didn't go in. Ralph Fairman was needed to stop this free kick from going in, or from having any danger, even though I think Masuaku could have done everything with it. He was confident, and we like that. I then decided that I had enough and scored a simply sublime little goal with Hernandez. I didn't expect it to be falling quite as easily as it did to me. And then just 3 minutes after that, Michael Antonio scored. Lovely little pass from Lanzini, and Antonio finished it into the bottom corner, like we expect him to. He hasn't scored for a while, so it's good for him to get on the score sheet. And it's nice that we've picked up a clean sheet and the win. At least the win is the most important thing. And Lanzini had a really good chance, and unfortunately dragged his shot wide. That would have capped off the game for me, really. But as you can see, the match stats there. And the player of the match thing, I would Hernandez, Lanzini, Antonio, and Zabaleta played really well. Malang Sarr's had some really good games as well. Masuaku had some really good games. But Zabaleta was just snuffing out everything that happened on the right hand side. Kyoto had a really good game at centre back, so maybe we don't need to set up a youth academy just yet. Leicester City beating Bournemouth. Watford beating West Brom. It's a funny old season on the save. It's not only in my top, and I've not actually lost the game. Leicester is still right up my arse. Maybe we should do some training. I don't know, but as you probably know, that's the end of the game. So Lanzini is one player of the month for September. That's always good. We should be getting Angelo Ogbonna back any minute, any week now, any day now. Is this potentially the Chile international management offer, which I don't want, because why? Why is Charlie Austin playing for England? Alright, fair enough. Ever Banega suffers hyperextended knee injury. We have Burnley at home, I do believe that. No, it's Burnley away. In our next game. Obviously still top of the league. I'd like to see if they are still in the bottom three. No, Chelsea have lifted themselves out of the bottom three, but let's just look at the table. See, the only team that Spurs and City are the only teams in there, like, where you'd expect them to be. Maybe not City. But United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, all in a row, going from 11th to 14th. It's madness. And Chelsea were in the bottom three not too long ago, so they really started lifting themselves out of that. In the next episode, we will play the Burnley game, Brighton game, and Crystal Palace game. A couple of away games for next episode, and just the one home game. I suppose, just to cap off the episode, we did lose to Bournemouth, unfortunately. And we were robbed in the dying minutes to win a game against Tottenham, which we ended up drawing. But we did win against Swansea. We're getting closer and closer to the January transfer window, so if you do want to suggest anyone for me to sign, would be much appreciated. And let's just, if it's still here, probably isn't. Oh no, club news. Arnautovic, Malang Sarr, the man. Ralph Fairman has been one of the better players for me this year. We are. Oh well, I don't know what I was doing there, but just a quick look at the table again. If you missed it there, let me know where you think we'll finish off this at the end of the season. Bear in mind that us, Leicester, and Spurs are still yet to lose a game. Swansea is still yet to win a game, still yet to get a point, and they've only scored one goal. So I think it was fitting that we won. Brighton are still yet to win a game or pick up more than 1 point. This is a if we don't beat Brighton in the next episode, I think I may have to just quit the series, you know. I mean, Brighton haven't got a point all season. So, and a quick look at the goal standings. Arnautovic hasn't scored this episode, but Hernandez scores, and Lanzini's gone up to 5 goals. The assists, I do believe Hernandez is still top, and he's the top 3 are all West Ham players. Hernandez has been getting more assists than goals, which isn't the best, but it's certainly not the worst. But I do hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you have, if you wouldn't mind if you could drop a like on the series, and also if you haven't already, could you please subscribe? And if you are subscribed and you haven't already, or you've just subscribed, turn the notification bell on so you never miss a video of mine. And I will see you guys in the next episode.